Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Ni hao, vanakkam, salam sajatra. Welcome back to the channel. Jerem Adrian here, and I just greeted you in 4 different languages. Woohoo! This is the Albion Online Leveling Stream, episode number 2, or part 2, I should say. And welcome to the city, major city of Thetford. There is a lot of players here. Wow. It is night time for me here in Malaysia, Sunday night, so it is morning and afternoon in other parts of the world. It's good to see a lot of players here. This is Thetford right here, and there are other major cities throughout the Albion Online world, which is huge, and I am only in one part of this small world. And just to recap, right here, that's where I am. And last week when we started, we were here, and Swamp Landing number 3. We made our way to Swamp Cross and crafted our way to the novice levels, tier 2, and that's where we stopped. And in between I have had many adventures in these regions over here, just gathering materials, checking out these dungeons, making my way to tier 3, which I've already hit, which is German, and now here we are in Thetford. So I hope you guys have actually watched the Albion Online weekly update that I put out yesterday, because that will explain a lot in terms of how I got to my state right here, riding an ox, being in a guild, and so on and so forth. So this is where you go to, this captain over here, this is where you go to buy your house, and I've already bought my island, player island I should say, and I have upgraded it as well. I'm at upgrade tier 3 out of 6, so you can upgrade your island 6 times, and each time you do so, you're gonna get new plots to put buildings, so you can have essentially more buildings in there, all the crafting, all your farming stuff, and your soldier stuff as well, and I'll show you guys more about that later on. But the price also increases, so it's 187,000 silver, 500 silver to get to next year, and I unfortunately don't have that much yet. So, oh well. Oh, we have Red Dragon EXV in chat. What's up, man? It says, great to see you streaming Albion Online. I'll be playing when it's officially out. How's the ping for you? Great question. I'm playing from Southeast Asia, as you probably already know, and my ping isn't usually great when it comes to MMO, so I actually have it highlighted down here. As you can see right there at the bottom of the minimap, I'm doing 240 as my average ping for now. I've seen it go up to 250, and I've seen it go down to like 220. In fact, in the past 4 or 5 days, this is the lowest ping I've been able to get. And I have to mention that I am using a third-party VPN. I'm using Mudfish, so I do buy credits for Albion Online. I bought a 30-day credit, and I've been using nodes all over Japan and Hong Kong, Indonesia, just anywhere to reroute my nodes all the way to the States. The server in the States, and get it down as low as that, because if I don't use that, I'm gonna play around 280 to 330 ping, and that is absolutely killer. That's gonna kill me, and I can tell you right now, the ping in this game, if you're playing for Asia and you don't use a VPN, is going to kill you, and I'll show you guys exactly why later on. First order of business, as I promised, I'm gonna show you guys my player island, which I have bought by selling off my premium gold. Every founder's account, you will get a set of gold allocated to you. Like I bought the cheapest founders pack, which is the veteran, I believe, and that gives you 2,000 gold. And I've sold that for silver, which is actually what funded this island. I got mail here. Let me just go ahead and get that real quick. I've been selling a whole bunch of stuff too on the marketplace. J-Man's bag, 294. I'll take that. They automatically are added to your account once the item's sold, so there's no need to click any button here to collect that. So, okay, 800 there, 117 there, and 176. Awesome. So it's all been added to my money bag already. And the reason we are here is because I think it's time to put the official seal on my island and just build my house. As you guys saw in the video yesterday, that's my farm right there, full of carrots. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build my house right now. Building buildings in Albion Online, it's pretty easy actually. You can either click your avatar up here and go to the build menu, or you can hit the hotkey for H, and that'll bring up your buildings menu. And building buildings is really simple. As long as there's even ground, sandy ground like this, you can build buildings. In some of the major cities, there will be empty plots, and players can build any of their buildings there, and then they can charge taxes and whatever, so that when the public goes to your facilities and uses your stuff to craft, for example, you'll get a cut. So I'm thinking about a way of how to get that right now, but Deptford, as the major city, is kind of full, so I don't have any free slots there. So I can build a novice's house right here, a player house offering space for 2 residents and 3 furniture items, which is great because I actually have 3 furniture items with me right now. I just crafted it. I've got a bed, I have my own journeyman chest. This is sort of like your bank. You have a weight limit and stuff. So you don't actually have to put stuff in the main city. You can also put stuff in your house. Now to build a building is pretty simple. Once you click on a particular building you want, you just gotta move around the landscape and look for this green spot over here. This means this spot is buildable, so you're gonna hit build, and there is gonna be a price to put it down. 100 silver ain't bad for a novice's house. Let's go ahead and do that, and there we go. It is now officially under construction. So what you want to do is head to this area, or click anywhere really, and now you have to manually build it up. So a novice's house is gonna need 30 tier 1 logs, 3 tier 1 raw stone, and 180 limestone, refined limestone. Yeah, I've got everything in my bags already, so let's go ahead and start building the house. There's no sound here, no chopping sound like compared to when you're harvesting nodes. You can totally hear what your character's doing, but it's just kind of quiet when you're actually building buildings. I do hope they put in more sound when the game launches. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Okay. Oh, I gotta put these in 30 blocks. This is gonna be a while. So while that happens, so yeah, I'll talk a little bit about Albion Online. I mean, there were some people who told me, dude, I know that's gonna be your next MMO you're gonna review, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna like it because it's grindy as hell. You know, it's very much hardcore. The community is a bunch of elitists, so all they want to do is PvP, and the PvP itself ain't gonna be good because it's all ganky, and it's Zerg versus Zerg, you know, stuff like that. And to be fair, I had my concerns when I first started out last week. I mean, I was a noob, just running around trying to figure things out. But I have put in, I would say, close to 30 hours in my first week in Albion. And I can honestly tell you, this game has taken me by surprise. There are a lot of things that Albion Online does that I actually enjoy, coming from a single or a solo player's perspective, I should say. Like, there's a lot in this game that I like. There are some systems which I think would be awesome to see in other theme park MMOs, if you will. And in terms of sandbox style gameplay, I think SBI, which are the developers, Sandbox Interactive, they're doing it right. Albion Online still needs a lot of work, I will admit that. There are some areas where I just scratch my head and go, how on earth is this not, you know, done properly? And we'll get into that more as the stream continues. The house has just been built. It's not exactly a house, is it? It's a tent. Alright, let's click. What's this here? Okay, these are just my normal property stuff. I can give it up right here. I have access rights, so I can change that, I think. And I only let my guildies enter, and that's already set, so that's good. House info. I have. I can put 5 furniture in there, 1 more resident, and 1 laborer. So yeah, you can hire laborers, and this is where you're gonna do so. There's a whole bunch you can hire, like a tinker, an imbuer, fletcher, blacksmith, mercenary, gamekeeper, copper, stonecutter, and these guys will actually be in or around your property. So here we are in the inside. Oh crap! I got rid of my ox, and now I'm slow as heck. So yeah, my ox is actually the one carrying a lot of this weight. So as soon as I get out of that yellow circle, I am slowed down. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put down my bed first. Let's go ahead and click place. And Let's find a place. Crap. Oh, I see. A house cannot contain furniture of a tier higher than itself. So my furniture are all tier 3 journeyman, and my house is probably it's novice, so that's tier 2. So I can't actually put my furniture in the house yet. So I'm gonna have to upgrade that. And upgrading it will cost 60 normal wood, 6 rough stone, and 3 sandstone blocks. Do I have that in here? Do I have that? Well, I do. I was hoping to save that for another thing. Okay, anyway, we'll get back to upgrading the house in a bit. Let's go ahead and put down the pasture right now, so that we can start building animals. So that's under farming in your building. You can build an alchemist lab, so you can brew potions. That's the cook, which I already have. This is what's giving me a lot of income in terms of me harvesting carrots and making carrot soup and whatnot. There's the mill, so as your farming progresses, you can grow wheat, and you can turn that into bread and stuff. And there's the butcher, which I am going to craft later. So once you raise chickens and stuff, you can kill them for meat and start making pies. Saddler, this one you can create saddles, so when you grow your horses and they are mature enough, you can send them here, put a saddle on it, call it a horse. You can either use it or sell it. I'm looking for the pasture. Here it is. This looks like the best spot I have available. Let's go ahead and put this down. 100 silver. And now we start building again. So yeah, the whole farming thing is when I first did some research into it, it really felt like, okay, this is a little Harvest Moon game within the game itself. We have a Dave our room chat. What's up, Dave? He says, good to see a fellow Malaysian playing this game. Nice, I'm enjoying the game as well. Kind of thought I wouldn't at first. Yeah, dude, I'm in the same boat as you. I really thought I wouldn't enjoy this. But going on, there is something in here that there are a couple of things I actually like from a solo player's perspective, which is that from the journey from tier 1 all the way to tier 4, you can be played solo perfectly fine. I'm here to tell you guys that because I have actually gone and done that myself, tier 1 all the way to tier I would say 4 now, because I am, as you can see, wearing tier 4 mage's armor. I've been doing a couple of expeditions, group expeditions as well. That's really given me a lot of fame in terms of progressing my gear, and that's what's. So I guess I am tier 4, I suppose. So yeah, only in the last tier, between tier 3 to tier 4, I've been doing it in a group, or in my guild for that matter. And here's my guildies. But beyond that, I played primarily solo, and that alone was pretty fun. So pasture's all set up. Let's see what we got here. Same stuff. I can't upgrade it. So what we need to do now. Oh, hang on. I got another meal. Another thing is sold. I sold my cape for 195 silver. Excellent. Yeah, I sold a lot of stuff this week. Just making all that silver. Okay, so now that we have a pasture, now what, right? Where's the animals gonna come from? And it's from this vendor over here. As soon as you upgrade your island and you put down a farm, this farming merchant's gonna be here, and this is where you're gonna buy your seeds to place on your plot or pasture or whatever. And then the second tab over here is called animals, and here is where you can buy your animals at a very young infant stage and raise them up. So I can already start making baby horses so that I can make mounts out of them, but the problem is it's gonna cost you a lot of silver. So if you're a solo player and you're thinking of a way to make money, you want to be self-sufficient in this game, you don't want to grind all that tiers for crafting tools and whatever, you just want to get there and you want to buy it off the auction house without actually having to put the extra 40-50 hours into getting through those tiers yourself, then you can totally just buy it off the auction house. So a good way to make that silver is by making stuff that people actually want to use. For example, you can raise your own ox calf. People use this a lot for harvesting and farming, and of course mounts themselves. So the catch is you need to sell a horse at about 15,000 silver if you want to get your investment back. So I'm not going to be doing horses just yet until I have a steady income. So baby chickens is what I'm going to be looking at here. So baby chickens placed on a pasture. You can place a baby chicken on your pasture for them to grow up into chickens. And that's exactly the plan here, because once they grow up into a full-grown chicken, you can get their eggs, you can, pick them up, butcher them for meat, and you can make them into pies and whatnot. So yeah, the only catch is once they go up to a matured state, they can produce offspring. So it says here there's a 60% chance that I'm gonna get more baby chicks. But if I nurture them daily, then I am pretty much gonna guarantee to get more baby chickens, right? And I'll show you how you're gonna get that bonus. It's basically gonna cost you focus, I believe. So let's go ahead and buy this baby chicken, 2,500. I'll make that back later on today. Oh, where are the? Oh, there it is. So here's the baby chicken in my inventory, and I cannot do this while mounted. Great. So you just have to click that in your inventory and click the place button. And I suppose you can just place it anywhere here. I'm going to start right here and place it. Zoom in a little bit. And there it is. Oh man, this is really like Harvest Moon now. Okay, so what do I need to do? There is a hunger meter for your chickens, and you need to feed it. So you gotta put your food here, and that'll be an indicator of how long is that gonna keep the chicken fed. So I've got 80 carrots here. Let's just go ahead and put that in first. And as you can see, the timers match. So wow, they've consumed 10 there. Let's go ahead and put another 10, see what happens. Alright, so 10 is all you need to stockpile your chicken. So as you can see, offspring yield 60%. In order to get that up, I'm going to have to spend focus here. And focus is just something, it's a mechanic in this game. You get 3,000, you can spend 100 or 100 on all your crafting stuff, farming stuff, and they do regenerate over time, but at a very slow rate. I don't know what the numbers are like, but I want to say it's, gosh, I don't know, 200 a day or something like that. So let's just go ahead and nurture this and then just watch this go up. Boom. So they are now nurtured, and offspring yield is up by 80%, which now takes it to 140%. So by tomorrow, as you can see, 21 hours here. By tomorrow, I should have a full-grown chicken. And I can get hen eggs or raw chicken. So that's for tomorrow. We have Slay of Failure in chat. Hey, he says hey. I say hey. What's up, man? So that's chickens. And now I have my carrots to deal with. These are probably all grown by now. Yeah, there we go. Let's just go ahead and pick that up. Oh, damn it, I can't do it well mounted. I'm just gonna go park somewhere in the middle of the patch here, so that I can grab everything. Ooh, proficiency gained. Where am I with that? I'll get 2 specialization bonus for cost efficiency if I hit a 946, and I'm pretty close to doing that either way. Anyway, since we're here on the Destiny board, I can show you exactly what kind of progress I've made. In terms of gathering, I am still stuck here on Journeyman, and I haven't been able to get down and finish my adapt level yet, because just take a look at the numbers needed. You need to get 9,000 fame to unlock the first requirement, and then 22,000 fame to unlock the second requirement before you can start using tier 4 tools to gather tier 4 materials. That's what my current grind is. This is really time consuming. If I spent probably 4 hours a day just focusing on one particular resource, like if I just focus on the sickle, which is just gathering all my cotton, fiber, and hemp, I will probably get that in 4 hours. Now the trick is I've got to do them for all the 5 crafting tools here. So what I probably will do is spend my laborers points, or labor points, or whatever it's called. Learning points, sorry. Damn it, labor points. I feel like that's from another game. So yeah, you get 20 a day learning points if you are currently in a premium state. and I'm just gonna spend the 40 immediately, so I don't have to grind for that 20,000 there. As long as I complete the first tier, I can spend that 40 learning points to get rid of this, and I can immediately start crafting or buying the tier 4 sickle and start using that. That'll be very important for me. Moving on here, tools. I have not been crafting a lot of tools. I've been buying them mostly. And major stuff, I've pretty much gone all. And since I bought my tier 4 equipment, I can't really progress down the crafting ones because I didn't actually craft them. Here's where I made the most progress in terms of fighter. I specialized in the mage, as my video would have told you, and I've gone pretty deep as well. I had two choices, which is, well, I still have two choices. I'm using a fire staff and a cursed staff, because based on my research and what people have been telling me, those are the two best weapons for a mage at the moment, if you're playing primarily as a mage. Excellent. I love seeing all the mastery proficiency notifications go. Crop farmer level 10. Nice. Cabbage patch is now usable. So I don't have any tier 5 stuff yet. Probably can't craft that. Just see what we got here. Yeah, cabbage is tier 5. There's potato seeds after that, corn seeds, and pumpkin seeds. And a lot of the bigger animals, like chickens for now, they're happy with carrots. But as soon as you go up to horses and goats and oxes, they're going to have a different food requirement. So you have to keep that into consideration as well. You can't just spam your entire farm patch here with carrots. You got to diversify what kind of seeds you're going to put down. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and continue doing carrot seeds for now. Farming is really easy. Same thing like placing the chicken. All you gotta do is click on the seeds here, click place, and just walk to an area where it's gonna be green and place it. And at the very beginning, like when you first buy your farm plot, you are not gonna get seeds. You could buy them off the auction house, or you could buy them from that farming vendor at the corner of your plot. But once you start harvesting your carrots, you are gonna get farming seeds in return, so you don't have to continuously go and buy seeds. That's the beauty of farming. Okay, 3 more. This farming mechanic is something I really enjoy in Albion Online. I just can't put a finger on it, but it's kind of calming and relaxing. You know, it's something I don't see. Okay, let's say another MMO. Okay, Lord of the Rings Online. I play that a lot, right? And I do have a Norian cook, which is like the highest tier of cook. So you do have to farm and stuff. And to me, that feels like a chore. And over here, it just feels like something different. It just feels like a mini game or something like that. It's hard to explain it. Maybe it's a combination of everything: the aesthetics, the presentation, the point of view, like a top-down isometric view. I mean, it really doesn't feel like a chore, and I can't explain that. There we go. I've just spent a lot of focus to water the plants, and that means I'm gonna get a crap ton of carrots when I start picking them up tomorrow. And we can now move on. I'm trying to get on my horse here. Do you mind? There we go. So that's farming and chicken chicken breeding, I should say. As soon as I can make food that's gonna consume the chicken in terms of omelet and stuff. Now let me just show you where that would be. Would that be here? Yes. So here are some of the stuff you can make. Chicken omelet, for example. This is a consumable. Eating this will reduce cooldown periods and casting times for a long time. So immediately you already know a lot of players in the game are going to be wanting this food because it's reducing cooldown and casting time. So for myself, I am a mage. Some of my skills do have channeling, and channeling takes time, right? 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, 1.5 seconds, depending on your skill. So selling this food on the marketplace is going to be pretty lucrative, I believe. As you can see here, it's going to take wheat, it's going to take raw chicken, and it's going to take hens. Oh dear, I'm probably going to need a lot more baby chickens. Okay, what else we got? We got chicken pie, and this one increases maximum load and gathering yield for a long period. I could probably use this myself because at tier 4, when you start picking up tier 4 resources, you're only going to get 2 of each node. So back in tier 3, for example, you wail on a tree and you may get tree raw wood, right? And you do that 3 times, you get 9. But at tier 4, you're only going to get 2, plus the premium bonus that's going to be 4. So it's getting really hard, I suppose. So yeah, chicken pie would definitely help. Raw chicken, wheat, and what's this? Flour. So I'm gonna need a mill for all this. So those are the recipes in there. So what it's telling me is I probably need more baby chickens. Let's go buy more. Give me 2 more. Could have probably used a slider, but I didn't see it. Okay, I've got 2 more chicks. Let's place them down. Here's a good spot. 1 more chick here. Great, and now we'll feed them with carrots. And nurture them. Same routine, feed them with carrots, and nurture them. There we go, we're all set. So hopefully by this time tomorrow night, I'll get a full grown chicken and some eggs. So I can start cooking. Further down here, I screwed up pretty bad with the cook. I mean, as you can see, this is a small building plot, and over here is another small building plot. And to the left over here is the big building plot. Pardon my language, but I managed to fuck this up. Like, I have my cooking building in the middle of all 3, and because of that, I can't put down buildings in any of these 3. So I just fucked this up really good. So I'm probably gonna have to destroy this and rebuild it again. But yeah, so far, what I've been able to do with the cook building is produce carrot soup, and this one is health regeneration outside of combat. A lot of people buy this for some reason. It's only tier 1. But still, a lot of people do buy that, and I've been having so much success selling this on the marketplace, at least in my city of Thetford. So the marketplace system in Albion Online, every town, even a small town that has a marketplace is going to have its own localized economy. So this isn't a server-wide marketplace. The prices aren't set across the board. Every town is going to have different prices, right? So for my town of Thetford, carrot soups are a thing that sells for some reason. So yeah, I do have success with that. So I'm going to craft. I sell them in tens. So let's just make 50 here, because I'll get a new batch tomorrow, and I gotta feed the chicks too. There we go. 50 carrot soup. Efficiency gained. Sous chef. Ooh, what's this? Minor revive craft. Flask craftable. Let me just check that out real quick. What's that? Alright, so here's the sous chef. Oh, okay, great. So that means I can pretty much cook my food now. I can cook my food because I hit sous chef. So if I click back on that... Oh, damn it. I can't. So, let's just say you have the ability to craft tier 3 food, and you're not seeing it here. That's because you're only a novice building, right? You have to upgrade your building into Journeyman, and then tier 4, adapt. So you need to keep these resources constantly coming in if you want to upgrade your buildings. Do I have enough? Oh no, it's 300 limestone blocks. I only have 220 right here. Guess it's back to the farming or gathering. Well. In the meantime, should I just destroy this damn building and start building again? Yeah, I think I'll do that since I got my carrot soup. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna demolish this building. I'll get back some mats at least. Let's start. It's gonna take 1 minute. I don't know if you can see this, but there is a guy up there who's actually animated to tear this thing down. That's cool. Muting the mic for 30 seconds. Gotta take care of my phone. Back. Ooh, I've got another meal. I wonder if another one of my carrot soups is sold. Yeah, that's my trick. Carrot soups, folks. I mean, you sell them in tens. They're probably gonna fetch you like 1,000 silver. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is probably all my old mats, right? Yeah. Take. Stuff like these. I really wish they had a take all button. Take. Now let's do this again and properly. It's under farming and it's novice cook. I have the mats here. Yep. So I don't know how I managed to do it, but this is how I did it. I was too excited when I was able to build this the first time. So as you can see, I'm on all 3 building plots. Half of the main building, or the big building, and then I just covered the 2 small ones. So I'm going to just move over to cover the entire major building plot and place build. Don't make my mistake, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna cost you 100 silver. Oh, it's been a full day of streaming for me. Started the day streaming Guild Wars 2. Oh, checking out their Super Adventure Box Festival, or SAB in short. That was my first SAB too, and that was really fun. Enjoyed it. It's like playing a Super Mario game back in the 80s or 90s, those pixelated graphics. Cool music. It was kind of cool. That's live until April the 30th, I believe. Sorry, April the 20th. That's on my Twitch channel if you guys want to watch that. Also completed Lotro's update 20. Did my first resource instance. Review for that will be coming out soon. And here we are tonight, Albion Online. I'm really happy with my progress in this game so far. I did not imagine I'd take it seriously and take it this far. But now I'm seriously contemplating playing at launch, like my guild. I mean, we're a tight group. We're in Discord and everything, and we've already got an alliance planned. Well, actually, we already have an alliance. So it's going to be a crazy rush during launch to try and get up to tier 4 again. But the benefit of having being in beta, oh yeah, and if I've not mentioned this, this is the final beta before launch, and launch is on the 17th, can't even speak tonight, 17th of July. So this is the final beta, and there's going to be a complete wipe before launch. So everything that I've achieved here, all my stuff and goodies, they're all going to go, in, as well as my Destiny board progression. But my gold and stuff, all your premium currency is going to be refunded when game launches again. But the benefit is, at least I know, what works now, what doesn't work. Which path am I going to go again? We're probably going to be starting at the same area, Swamp Crossing 3, because that's where my guild and I, we've probably decided it's the best place for us here in the Mere Pools on the Royal Continent. But whenever you create a new character, it's not a guarantee that you'll start here. You could be placed anywhere else on the world. So if you're in a guild and you guys have already decided on a city that you guys want to be based in, then before hitting tier 2, sell your stuff, make some silver, and buy a ride to the starter area that you and your guild want to be in. Man, it's taking a long time to build up this damn cook. Alright, let's get it going. I am getting fame though. What am I getting fame for? Oh, Expert Adventure, the first one. Do any activities and get to 144,000 fame. So every activity that I go do that gives me fame is going to contribute to that. And once I hit that, I will now be tier 5, eligible for tier 5, I think. I could probably use tier 5 mounts and stuff. But I don't see it necessary to upgrade, constantly keep upgrading my mounts. Like, I don't need to buy. I'm still using the Journeyman Ox right now. I haven't gone to Adept, which is a tier 4 mount. Okay, the cook has been rebuilt and on the proper plot too. Excellent. So now I've got these 2 little plots, and over here all you gotta do is look for buildings that are small. So I wonder if a Tanner would fit. No, Tanner wouldn't fit. Tanner's where you're gonna turn your raw hides into leather. Or what about smelter? Yep. So this is just nice for a smelter. So if I've got a ton of ore, I can come here and make bars of copper or bronze or whatever. So for farming, on the other hand, ooh, can a repair station fit? Because that'll be really handy. Nah, I can't. Damn it. I need to upgrade my island. Farming, so the cook goes there. What about the butcher? Yes, that is a yes. So the butcher can be here. Let me see if I have the mats. I do in fact have the mats. Let's start building the butcher. And I hate that the baby chickens, the chicks, are watching me do this, because they know tomorrow some of them are heading to the slaughterhouse to be used in pies. It's all funding my economy, and my money's funding the global, or the city of Thetford's economy. And I really like that concept, player-driven economy. It really works here. Some of the prices, like I thought tier 4 stuff was going to be expensive when I looked. Even these, as you can see at the top left corner here, there are different stylings of borders, and that just means the quality. So this is like a normal quality cowl, and the gold one here means this is either a good or an outstanding quality tone. So different qualities too, so you can charge higher prices for a better quality item. So far in Thetford, the major city that I am, prices seem to be just nice. I'm guessing at tier 5 things are gonna get crazy though. Gosh. I did not expect that building buildings is going to be this slow. Setting up the farm was easy as crap. That took literally no time at all. Building buildings is an entirely different matter. And there's a unique mechanic about buildings too. If you want to craft above tier 3 or tier 4, it's one of those, you need to keep the building fed. And I'll show you guys what that means after this building gets built. Just one more. And we're done. Excellent. So the butcher is up. Can start killing raw chickens already. Oh, it's 1 chicken for 1 raw chicken. Oh crap. I'm definitely gonna need more chicks. Okay, right, let's go back to the cook here. I need my mount. So every building, if you click here, it'll switch you to the management view. Every building will have a favorite dish. So like the cook's building, his favorite dish is the goose pie, and by feeding him and keeping his food high, his food supply high, you will be able to cook higher tier food. So if you let the food levels drop, you're gonna go back to like tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3. So you constantly need to keep your buildings fed if you want to craft higher tier stuff. So that's another mechanic that's in this game. So the butcher needs cabbage soup as a favorite dish, and the cook needs the goose pie. I wonder what happens if you put something other then a goose pie in there. So let me just split this by 10. Let's put that in there. Food stockpile is full. Oh, that's right, yeah. It doesn't need food yet because it's only novice, but once I start upgrading it, then it's gonna need food to maintain. So interesting building mechanics there. It's gonna keep you on your toes, keep you constantly crafting and working the economy, finding ways to obtain those food. As for my home, do I have materials to upgrade it? I do not. I just don't have the sandstone block. I've got everything else. Oh, you know what? Actually, I have more in the bank. Let's head back to the town of Thetford. Let me grab my limestone. Let's build that house. Awesome. So for new players, when you get to a major city like Thetford, and as I said before, there are plenty of other major cities in the world of Albion Online, so this is just one. You can go down here and you'll find another one, like, there we go, Martlock. So this is another major city. You could travel to them. All these paths are interconnected. You just gotta watch out for red zones. These are where PvP happens. And if a player kills you, you're dead. He's gonna take your stuff. Yellow zones are slightly more dangerous, less dangerous, sorry. And you're pretty much safe in the blue zones. So every main city, you can buy your player island, but your islands and guild islands are going to be instanced to this city. So you're only going to have it in this city. You can't go around buying other islands in other cities. Your decision is final. You gotta decide where you want to build your house. I strongly recommend joining a guild first. It doesn't matter what guild. If you're a PvPer, join a PvP guild. If you're not a PvPer, look for a most social type guild, a relaxed guild. Okay, I think I have enough for the house here. Let's go back. And accessing your player island is easy. You just gotta look for this guy, the transport dude, and he's gonna have that option for you. Or you can travel to your guild island, or any of the other players in your guild's islands. So my island is where I'm gonna go. It's free of charge. Here we are. Let's upgrade this baby. Let's upgrade my tent. Okay, before can accommodate laborers and furniture up to novice level. After can accommodate laborers and furniture up to journeyman level. Info. You need to supply the builder with the necessary resources to upgrade. The builder will finish the work once he has all the needed resources. So pretty much just you clicking the same way you'd build buildings, except when this guy's upgrading, you've got to manually click this plus buttons. I'm pretty much 50-50 here. I sort of feel like I would rather see this being done passively, but the game wants you to get involved in you manually or actively participating in the progress of building. If I were to pick one, I would say I would rather passively get involved. Like, I'd like to watch it happen and then get involved in the decorating and the interacting with items and stuff. But in terms of building, I'd probably let the game handle that. But it is what it is. One more. It should be a tier 3 house now, once this is done, so I can start putting my stuff in. Including my founder's certificate. Is that it? Oh, got a lot more. 180. Holy crap. So while this is happening, guys in chat, if there's anybody in chat right now, if you have any questions about Albion Online or about any of the other MMOs that I've played or reviewed or covered, or you have any questions in general, do ask me. I have a lot of buttons to click in the next minute. I am all yours. My attention is on the chat right now. Start asking away. this could put me to sleep. I can't imagine what upgrading like a tier 4 house something would be like. Aha, so there we go. It's a wooden house now. Let's go inside. Aha. Alright, I'm gonna get off my horse now. I mean my ox. Let's start decorating the place. First things first, let's go put a bed down. I would like my bed in the corner. Damn it, don't move so much. Just the corner. Damn it, I can't. Oh, there we go. So, furniture slots currently use 0 out of 7. This item will not decay over time, so your furniture looks like they will decay. Okay, bed down. So, what does the bed do? This bed will add 150 happiness for up to 1 laborers in this house. Each laborer can only benefit from 1. So when I start hiring a laborer, as you saw, I could hire a bunch of them. They're gonna get a benefit from having a bed. Now what about my journeyman chest? Oh damn, I can't tell which the front and which the back. I'm gonna put that right at the foot of this bed here. So this is essentially a chest that I can open and use and store items. And since my farming and everything's going to be on my player island, I'm going to go ahead and put my food stuff in here. Except the crafted food. Up next we have the Journeyman's Table. Also contributes to happiness. Oh no, what am I doing? No, don't get up. Let's do that again. Let's put that... In the corner here would be fine, I suppose. My damn ox is in the way. I'm just gonna move him. Or move with him. That's a better idea. Okay, this is a good spot, except I can't do it on mount, so I'll just put it right here. And that's my table. Ox, get out of the house. You're a distraction. Got one last thing to put, and that's my founder's certificate. It's gonna be hanging on my wall, so I want it on the bed of some sort. No, I can't, so it's gonna be this wall. Let's go ahead and place that. And that's done. This object does not do anything special. It looks nice though. And there it is, player housing. There are some benefits to having furnitures. I think later on you can craft a wardrobe and they'll give you some boosts and benefits as well. So I will explore that more. These of course can be upgraded. The higher you get in tiers, you can craft better furniture as well. These are all tier 3. Let's just check the house real quick, see what's needed for the next tier. Here we go, tier 4 travertine block. That's gonna come from tier 4 areas. I don't have a lot of that yet. Tier 4 resources are really hard to come by, really slow in terms of gathering. And there you have it, folks. That's player housing in a nutshell, and player islands too, in terms of what you can put down. It's not, it's not restricted to only food. You have a ton of options here. You can build all your crafting, refining stations. You can build your military stuff, workbench. You can build your warrior building, mage building, hunter's building, so you can craft all your armor and weapons. So there's a lot you can do with your player island. For new players, I strongly suggest joining a guild before you decide, because in my guild we all specialize. There's a lot of people whose islands are specifically have buildings that serve one purpose. So there's going to be a couple of mage islands, a couple of soldier islands. There's going to be like 5 farming islands, 1 island completely devoted to breeding horses for the guild. So it has to be that way if you and your guild, or you want to be a competitive player. That's how it's probably going to be done. So before you buy this game, think long and hard about your playstyle, how you want to play this game, what your end goal is. So I'm just going to take you to my guild island real quick. Not a lot of buildings in there because it is expensive. And like I said, every player has specialized his island, his or her island, to do something. But on your own guild island, you have your own marketplace. Oh dear, what's happened here? Oh, I had a refined search. So for example, right now my guild, we're focused on going out to the red zones and the black zones, and we know, because, you know, we only just started, we're not tier 6, we're not tier 7, the best players already are. We're gonna, we're gonna die a lot. So we've put up horses, and we're selling them for cheap within the guild, because horses are gonna be taken or gonna be lost whenever you die out there in a PvP zone. So we've been breeding horses for the cannon fodder. So I find it kind of funny. But yeah, specialize. We've got Grafsby 807 in chat. It says YOLO peeps, YOLO indeed. Yeah, that's probably my playstyle in the coming weeks. Once I get to like tier 5, I'm gonna craft 2, 3, 4 different sets of armor. I'm gonna get my own horse. I should be able to craft my own horse by then. And I'm off to the yellow-red zones. I don't think I'll survive a second black in any of the black zones. Just put my resources back in here. I hit the stack button. It's gonna stack everything. I hit the sort button. Excellent. Now, as for carrot suits. Oh, actually, let me get out some soldier's armor as well. Soldier's boots, soldier helmet. Let's take out the sword and the shield. Okay. I have a mail. Let me check that real quick. Oh, just a demolition. Okay. Well, it's cool that that they notify you if there's a building that's gonna be demolished. So I'm gonna split this in 10s, and I'm gonna start selling them. Let's do that again. Okay, let's sell 2 for now. Selling is really easy. Just go under sell, and this shows you what's in your inventory. So you hit on one of your split stacks, click sell. Just some basic info here. Then when you click create a sell order, we'll tell you more details like, okay, the lowest competing price for this item is 165 silver. So I don't care, I'll just put like 164, try and undercut, and somebody will always buy my stuff because they think I'm destroying the monopoly here, and then they'll sell it back for 165. But if someone does buy all 10, I get like 1,006, and all that for a day's work of just waiting for your carriage to grow. Think of it as passive income, folks. New players, solo players, you want to make some money, start farming. Best advice you'll find from any other Albion player, start farming. So you really want to rush that player island. 164 again. Boom. Excellent. I'll be really surprised if the carrot soup does not sell when I log back in tomorrow. That thing has been going like hotcakes. Alrighty, now that housing is done, I did intend to show you guys the solo expeditions. This is where the fun starts. This is where solo players can get their PvE going. But this is not only meant for solo players. Everybody does expeditions because they are a good source of income. They're a good source of farming fame to progress your weapon and gear tiers. Let's say for example, if I want to level up my Pyromancer, which is my flame staff, further so I can unlock skills like Wall of Flame and unlock the next tier 5 expert 5-star, I have to keep killing mobs of T3 or higher, and I have to keep moving that fame progression along. As you can see, I'm pretty far off from the 20,000 that I actually need. And the best way to get started on these is to actually go out into the world and do all these dungeons here. You can see this is one solo dungeon meant for solo players. You can do the group dungeon here, meant for 4 to 5. The alternative is of course doing the expeditions, and that's what this portal here is. So if I click on this portal, you can see it's going to tell you these are tier 3 individual expeditions and tier 4 individual expeditions. If you are currently in a group, Then you hit the second tab here, which is going to take you to the group expeditions meant for 5 players. And this one, yeah, they're all meant for 5 players. And the difference is, let's say a tier 4 solo expedition dungeon, it's going to give you 2,000 silver for completing it. And once per day, you get a bonus of Royal Sigil, which is an ingredient to craft royal armor, and an extra 2,000 silver. Now, as a new player, and at the very beginning, I cannot stress how important it is that you continue to do this on a daily basis, not only for the income, but for the fame as well, for all the gear that you're wearing and the gear and weapons that you're using. Difference between doing a group and solo. A solo is going to get you about 4,000 a day on top of all the other silver you're going to get from killing mobs in there. And if you're in a guild, that's going to, the guild tax is going to take some of that away, but I can say it's an average of 14 silver per mob you kill. And if you do a group expedition at tier 4, you get 3,000. So you can either get 4,000 a day doing solo, or if you're in a guild, you can do a group one for like 6,000 a day. Again, on top of everything that humanoid mobs drop when it comes to silver. Very good source of income. I highly suggest doing them. So to spend my bonus, I obviously will do the tier 4 one, and then once I'm out of that, I'll do the tier 3 one, because that's still 1,000 silver. I lose the bonus because I already did that in the tier 4, but I get the 1,000 here on top of whatever the mobs drop in there. Again, good source of income. So let's go ahead and do the Adepts tier 4 solo expedition. I'm hitting in. Now remember what I was talking about in terms of ping at the very beginning of the stream. Ping is very important. So I play in Asia, and my ping without the VPN is gonna be like 300, and that's crazy because combat is almost unplayable because there are lots of targeted on the ground AoE that you have to move out of, and because of the ping and latency, you're pretty much gonna stand in it and die. So that's why I'm using a VPN ping to get it down to like 240 right now. And because I was talking there, you completely missed the story, so I'm just going to click here. And there is a story to the expeditions. I mean, don't expect AAA type writing, because there is no main story, there is no main quest in Albion Online. The story is pretty much what you, your player, make in terms of, how you progress in the game, how your guild wrecked another guild in, PvP or whatever. That's going to be your player story. But for many stuff like PvE expeditions, there is some story, so let's see here. Fishy business. Welcome, Half-Life. We've discovered a secret heretic base at the end of this path. They've made it their business to supply other heretic groups with food in exchange for weapons. Time to end this arrangement. Take the head of this operation. I'll be waiting with the portal. So the objective is to kill 5 crazy bouncers and kill 1 crazed chops, which is basically the boss. Alrighty, as my video has told you guys, I have specialized in a mage. That means full cloth armor from cowl to boots to my robes, and I'm using a fire staff as well. And I like the mage build because it does a lot. It puts a lot of dots on mobs. They burn really quickly, but you are squishy as heck. So like I said, if my ping starts to shit on me, I'm gonna die, because I can only take a couple of hits from a boss and I am dead. So what I've learned so far is that all your skills come from your armor, and you have a lot of choices to pick them. So as a mage, I specialize basically in reducing my cast speed. So all my fire skills here, which just absolutely melts opponents, are going to be taking reduced time to cast, which is crucial, in my opinion, if you want to play a mage. I also do have a second backup weapon, which is the Cursed Staff. This one is really good on the landscape and in dungeons as well. Maybe later on I'll swap between them and show you guys the difference. But that is just one playstyle though. There are many other ways to play in terms of a mage. Okay, archer here. Let's go ahead and blow him up. It's my hardest hitting skill, which is called the Pyroblast. And then I put a dot on him called Ignite. Doesn't do a lot of base damage there, but it does make him take 57 per tick for 4 seconds. And then my number 1 skill here is just me firing off whatever to kill him off. You probably noticed I've also changed the hotkeys down here, so they're no longer using the keyboard. It's all using my Razer Naga mouse, the thumb grid mouse. I've got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. which means I'm essentially left hand free. My hand is not on the keyboard at all. I'm just playing it with one hand, just the way I like it with Diablo and games like Path of Exile as well. Pretty much one-shot that guy there. I'll get rid of rats. Some mobs will drop gear, but it's not great stuff. Like this guy drops rough stone, and I have absolutely no use for that, so I'm just gonna leave it there. And that's 6 silver for that guy. He was easy to kill. Like, this is a bouncer, and he's part of my objective, and he is gonna drop a lot more silver, probably in the region of 14. And we'll get to see some of the mechanics that he has. So he has a shield. He's got that target on the ground AoE thing. If you get caught in that, you're gonna get stunned. So he teaches you a lot to move. Combat is all about timing and movement and energy conservation. All my skills require energy, and if you keep an eye on my energy bar here at the top left, you'll see that go down really quick. So that's 26 silver from that guy. And there is a lot of mobs in here, folks. Oh, I forgot about this part. The mortars. But yeah, just opening the map here to show you guys how big this place is. There's a lot of turns and dungeon crawl parts in this place, so there's a lot of mobs in here. I could easily make about 3,000, 4,000 silver in this one run. I'm gonna go up and kill that mortar guy because he dropped mortars, as you can see. If you get caught in them, you're gonna be stunned. You did. Okay, so the average in here is 26 silver for a basic humanoid mob. This guy doesn't count because he's only got 451 health. He's gonna die real quick, so it's not gonna be as lucrative as killing that rogue over there. So let's hit him with the pyroblast first, and then I'll put my number 2 dot on him. So I just took a chunk of his health, and now I'm just finishing off with burns and my number 1 skill. So that's why I like the mage. Basically, I have my rotation set down. It kind of works for me, but I have to do it in pools of 2. If I get more than 2 mobs, I am screwed. I'm not gonna waste that on him. Let's do the basic attack here. You notice it says there I got reputation. I probably haven't talked about reputation. So reputation, if I open my stats here, as you can see, I am a noble reputation with 6,862 rap overall. So what this means is, as a player, you can choose to be, you know, the good guy or the bad guy, basically, and that's what your reputation is. The higher your reputation means you have never done any bad things like ganking or, you know, stuff like that. You can enter all the cities in Albion. But if you and your crew, you and your posses, you and your guilds are, you know, the bunch of zergers and gankers and doing all the nasty stuff, your reps are gonna drop. And if you kill players, you kill another player, or you kill players that have higher rep than you, you know, you're gonna go lower and lower and lower. And yeah, as soon as you get below 20,000 rep, you can only enter black cities, which are black zones, and that's where all the major PvP happens. So if you want to be an outlaw, the Jesse James gang kind of thing, you can totally do that with your guild. There it comes. I was actually waiting for that. Oh, this is gonna be tough. There's like 3 here. Damn it. I'm gonna press this button here, consume my carrot soup. The trick here is I need to get rid of that guy first, and then slowly make my way to, I want to say, the archer. The archer is the next most dangerous thing for me. So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. Okay, he's dead. Let's get rid of the archer because of that. Oh man, I'm probably gonna need a potion here. Just knock him back. Yeah, I'm gonna use a potion now. Oh, that was close. Holy crap, that was close. Then I'll use my out of combat heal. Okay. It's not a rock. Here it is. Okay, that part's done. So now we have, what do we have here? We have a rogue and this guy. I'm gonna take on the big guy first, because he's slow. He will do a lot of damage if he gets close to me, like that. One more hit and I should be good to go. Okay, he's dead. Let's work on this rogue now. Burn, burn, burn. And we're moving on. Did he drop his silver yet? Yep. So you do have a time limit here. In 15 minutes the portal closes. So, I mean, if you've just hit tier 4 and you're still using journeyman gear, this will take a while. Because if you die in here, there is no shame. I'm going to tell you right now. It is hard for new players. Because you're still coming to terms with movement. And knowing your skills and knowing the abilities on your weapons and your gear. So, if you're upset about dying, don't be, because it is a learning curve. Albion Online has a very high learning curve. It just makes you feel better once you understand the basics. And oh shit, I did not see this guy here. Well then, this makes things interesting. I'll just have to fight you while the mortar dude drops mortars on us. So how well can you multitask in here? Can you avoid mortars? The difficulty level just gets harder as you move on, which as a solo player can be fun. Oh shit, see, I got caught there. That's what happens when you're not careful. We've got Zap in chat. What's up, Zap? He says, when is this game out? It's coming out on the 17th of July. It is currently in the final beta stage. If you bought one of the Founders Packs, you can start playing right away. I am doing this live stream for a review. Once I am done with the game, I will make a review for launch. So if you're new here, you can subscribe and get ready for the review. Why do I get the feeling there is another mortar? Yep, there is. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull this guy. Get rid of him first. Oh, that was close. I'm just gonna grab my silver before I move on. Oh crap. No! That's what happens when you're greedy and you want your silver. Anything here? That's just rats. I'm gonna just one-shot them with my knockback skill. There are no mobs here. There is actually. It's a archer. I'm gonna use my big skill here just to blow him up a little bit. Oh, out of the way. He's dead. You know, in tier 3, this mortar guy doesn't appear, so it's pretty much a walk in the park. But in tier 4, when I first started seeing this drop from the sky, I'm like, what the heck is this? But it made for some really tense moments, especially when you overpull, and then you've got mortars dropping from the sky and everything. It's like, holy crap, I don't think I can do this. But you'll get used to it. Again, like I said, very high difficulty curve, or very high learning curve, once you get the hang of it. Combat it becomes fun. It's not quite Path of Exile, it's not quite Diablo. If I were to just call it, you know, compare it to a playstyle, I can't. Because the more I play this, the more it feels like Albion to me. It doesn't feel like a Diablo, or it doesn't feel like a Path of Exile, or Torchlight, games like that. So that guy walking by with a gold icon on his feet, that's one of the mini bosses. I'm gonna have to take him down, but first I gotta clear the area without getting his aggro, because he's a tough one. And you guys will get to see me try and take him down. I mean, I die a lot when my ping is bad with him around. So while he's over there, I'm gonna have to get rid of one of these rogues, or both of them. Depending, yeah, I got both of them. Come on, come on. Okay, he's making his way towards me, so I gotta hide in the corner over here. kill him here. Go on. Sweet. He's so near the gold. I mean the silver. When he's on that side, I pretty much have to take out anyone else that's here, which means that guy, the rats. Okay, great. Now I need him to make one more pass before he can take on the archer and the bouncer. So it's kind of fun when you figure these kind of things out. If you're a different class, like I specialize in mage, I chose this way, but it doesn't have to be that way. But yeah, for other players, if you're wearing heavy armor, or if you've got a mix of medium, light, and heavy, you have a certain build that you feel comfortable tanking, or your build is in fact made for tanking and you can take on more than one mob, you can grab all four, then by all means do it, because there's not one single strategy to take down certain mobs. It's going to rely on your playstyle, and for me, I find this is what works best for me, because I do enjoy the feeling of sneaking around and just taking a couple at a time, making sure I survive, playing it the easy way. Oh no, I got everybody. Oh, thank God I didn't. Wow, that was close. I thought I was gonna pull the other guy as well. Okay, poacher's down. Come to me, big guy. Oh, some lag there. Oh no. Yeah, lag is really bad here. So my ping has to be below 300. Oh crap, that was close. You did. So what's that leave us with? I could and I should probably take this guy on right now. Okay. I just got out of his whiplash thing just in time. Oh my god. So he has a certain mechanic. He's going to pull you in, then he's going to spin around just like that. So you want to always make sure you get away from him as fast as possible. And then he's got that one as well. Something I call the carpet burn. Another carpet burn. Keep moving, keep casting. It's really tricky as a mage because you have all these channeling and cast times. But just keep your distance, know what your skills can do and how far you can activate them. And just like that, he's dead. At the very beginning, you're gonna struggle with this because, he's gonna be really tough and hard. But it'll come to you. I've tried this using the cursed staff, this one over here. And the trick with the cursed staff is it's very much a delayed DPS kind of thing. So you put a lot of markers on him. And then once you hit the cap of 5, you use your big bomb skill. And depending on how many markers you have on him, that's going to be your damage. That kind of play is great if you're in a group, because you have other DPSers doing DPS to the particular mob or the particular boss mob. But when you're solo and you absolutely need to burn or blow things up real quick, if you want to play mage, fire mage is my recommendation here. So here is another mage, and his mechanic is just to put, again, a ground targeted AoE stuff. So as long as you're moving, you'll be fine. Okay, what do we have here? We have a rogue and some rats. Let's go ahead and get rid of the rats first. As soon as he moves far enough, I can pull this group of rats. And once they get close, I have a AoE that just auto kills rats. Now I can burn this guy in earnest. Oh, I forgot about that one rat. I did not see him there. Damn it, rat. Oop, forgot my silver there. I completely lost track of how much silver I've already gotten from just killing some of those mobs. But I am down to 147 here. Okay, this is going to be a bit different. As you can see, this mage is a different color. So as long as the landscape mob is wearing a green color mage outfit, that means he's the healer. So if you start hitting on the bouncer, this guy's going to heal him. And the heals are pretty potent too, so there's no fucking around. Excuse my language. You got to take out the mage, the healing mage first. In this case, he's called a hermit. So as soon as you take him out, your job with the bouncer becomes easier. Now you can focus on the bouncer. Okay, just watch for his frontal AoEs. And that shield, I mean that shield just doesn't do a lot for him. He's gonna take it anyway, because he is burning. As you can see, I've got burns on him. And all your skills here just reapplies the burns. Okay, what do we have here? A rat and a scavenger. There's a solitary mage there and another scavenger. I could probably take this guy on. I just need to burn the mage first because he does that a lot. So yeah, as I said in the video, tier 4 is the real sweet spot. Because the grind to tier 5 is going to be probably the longest grind. And then obviously it's going to get longer to tier 6. Oh, I have pulled a healing hermit. I gotta get rid of him. If he's with another mob, it's going to be difficult. But when he's on his own, he's no challenge. But yeah, as I said, get to tier 4. And from there, you can plan pretty much what else you want to do in terms of the Destiny board. But tier 4, in my opinion, is the sweet spot for new players. Probably gonna get the rats too, I've got a feeling. I got one rat. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Oh, I did. If you have bad ping, don't do what I do. Don't take that chance and wait till the last minute. You see something on the ground, you friggin' move. Is there anybody else here? One rat. Well, in terms of dungeon design, I mean, there's not much to look at. As you can see, it's just the setting is pretty much accurate to what the story is trying to tell, but it's a lot of it's reused assets. If anybody has played the game, damn it, it's a dungeon game, it's a dungeon crawler, but it's also isometric. It's a D&D game. It came out on Steam a year or two ago. I bought it, but I didn't. Sword Coast Legends. Yes, that's the game I'm looking for. If anybody has played Sword Coast Legends, Albion Online has some similarities in terms of design, but not aesthetically. But yeah, there's not much to look at in terms of how they build their dungeons. I mean, the assets, a lot of them are reused, so there's nothing to get excited about. But it's out there in the world where you're having most of the fun, and you're just doing this for the dailies. I mean, I can grind, no problem. If you have a problem with doing it a lot, then you may have a problem with doing your expeditions on a daily basis. Damn it. That's not fair. I can't freaking see the mortars on the steps here. Keep moving. I'm gonna go here first because this is a healing hermit who's not gonna pose a lot of threat. Shit. I'm gonna get hit. Son of a... Oh, not again. Son of a... That's twice on the same spot. Yeah, it's tricky that way. I mean, that does happen. And now, you freaking mortar, I will make quick work of you. Damn, I hate mortars. If you're up against like a whole group of mobs, it's not an easy thing just trying to juggle in and out of the circles where they drop. And oh, we have another mortar over there, and this is a normal mage, so on top of getting out of the mortar rings, I have to get out of his own ring too, like that. Oh my god, that was close. He's dead. Oh, move. Excellent. Give me your silver. That's not the last of the mortars, I believe. There's gonna be more. I can't remember how far when are we. We're almost to the end here. That's good. what do we have here? I can't exactly see, but I believe we have a healing hermit. He's making his way over here. I'm gonna get rid of him first before I take on anybody else. He's pretty much dead. Moving on to the rogue now. Zooming here so you guys can see what combat's all about up close. Not much to look at in terms of animations, but your different skills, pretty much the same animations all around. He did put a hamstring on me. Zoom back out. We have a bouncer over there. Let's start big. Dot. Move. My normal firebomb or fire blast. What is it called anyway? It's called firebolt. Move. And dead. It's a solo. It's a fun dungeon romp for like half an hour or so, and your reward is like 4,000 silver. Just do it, folks. Just do your daily expeditions. Even better if you're in a guild, do the group ones. I'm not gonna waste any of my cooldown skills on the rats. I see a hermit. He goes. Damn it, teeth. And there are other options too. You know, what I do is I usually just wait for combat to end before I start healing myself. But if you have other pieces of gear, like for example over here I brought along my tier 3 heavy armor boots. So if you click on that, you can see there's some skills as well. Was it this or was it the helm? Yeah, the helm. So putting on the heavy armor helm, you have a in combat heal right here, so you can actually mix and match. Because my crafting isn't up there yet and I haven't been wearing a lot of the soldier's armor, I'm not proficient enough to use them, the tier 4 ones. So I've only got tier 3 ones, so that's why I'm not mixing it up right now. I prefer to get to tier 4 before I start mixing and matching, as long as they're tier 4. So yeah, you could totally be wearing a heavy head, a heavy helm, light chest, and medium shoes if you wanted to. You have that freedom in this game. And it does make some pretty interesting builds. The same goes for weapons. You can pretty much wear anything. That's what they mean by a class system. Holy shit. That was close. Oh. How did I get that guy? Damn it. That is not good. He is pounding me good. Go back to the shadow. No, you will not take me. Oh, are you kidding me? I got out of the way. I totally got out of the way. And apparently I died. Oh, that's kind of frustrating because apparently my ping is 230 and that's good. But to me, that did not look right. I mean, I really got out of the way, but apparently I didn't. So that sounds like a latency issue to me, and that's really disappointing. So I will say this again, and very importantly, if you have bad latency, if your ping is over 300, this may not be an enjoyable game for you to play, unfortunately, because combat is very much going to be dependent on stuff like that, stuff you just saw. Targeted, ground targeted AoEs, and can you imagine what PvP is gonna look like? I mean, you're gonna be the fat kid in your group that all the enemy players are gonna be hungry for. Oh, it's jumping now. My ping from 230, it's gone up to like 260. That sucks. Do I still have potions? got 2 potions left. So yeah, they may sound like solo expedition, solo PvE. In other MMOs, that means like it's a walk in the park. Yeah, not in Albion Online. This game's hard. If you enjoy that sort of challenge, I certainly do enjoy that sort of a challenge, and you know, I take it on the chin, and I keep improving, and I try my best. That's what I like about this game. You're never sitting on your ass when it comes to like the combat, and if you find monsters in the wild, you see a nice tier 4 node of resource, and you think it's gonna be a walk in the park. I'm just gonna walk up and farm that. Out of nowhere, like you pull a bunch of ghouls and skeletons, and you're now fighting 3 or 4 tier 3 or tier 4 enemies. And if you don't have the right build on... By the way, this is what I dropped. So I died here, but my items are still here, so I'm gonna pick that up. So I dropped 82 silver there. If that guy killed me, if the mob killed me, I would have lost that. But because I died, everything in my inventory took a hit. So it's now green instead of white. So when I go back to town to repair, it's gonna cost me at least 1,000 silver and upwards to repair everything in my inventory. And because I'm not happy that this guy cheated and got me with my latency, I'm gonna kill this son of a bitch. Bring it. I'm gonna keep my distance now. Throw you backwards, you bastard. Eat that. Sorry about that, I'm not usually that angry. Okay, we've got some archers here. Let's burn them down. Great, he didn't get a chance to use his ranged skill there. This one's probably gonna do so, like that. Once you play enough, then you're probably gonna know exactly when he's gonna use it. So that's why if you specialize in a class and you know what your abilities do, and when you have a set rotation, as soon as you start your rotation, you sort of have a mind idea of, okay, I know in my third skill, this guy's gonna drop that special move. So that's why I really like specializing. I know exactly when stuff is gonna hit. We've got Grasp 807 chat says this game has a lot of stuff I like, but I don't like losing stuff when I die, which will prevent me from trying out. Yeah, you know, that's a common thing that a lot of people have said, the whole dropping of stuff. And you know, as a solo player, again, that's something I want to do. I want to go in PvP. I want to go check that out. But the idea that players can, you know, take my hard-earned or hard-crafted loot and stuff is quite painful. Which is why, again, I will highly recommend joining a guild, because when you're in a guild and it's a progressive guild and they're geared for PvP, by the time you reach tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, the entire guild should be working as a well-oiled machine where everybody can produce armor and horses and weapons like no tomorrow, and it's all in the guild bank. So anytime you want a PvP, you just grab and go, you know. So if you are an endgame PvPer with endgame in mind, or PvP in mind I should say, that's what you need to be looking for. If you're a solo player but want to see some PvP action, oh, it's hard because I've not been out to the yellow zones yet to try PvP, so I can't actually speak for that. But I know I'm not gonna have a good time. Okay, so here is the boss right here. That's the guy I need to kill. This guy's called Crazy Chop, and that's... what is that? That's the Crazy Fishy. I'm gonna get rid of the Crazy Fishy first. So let's go ahead and start using my bomb skill. He's got a AoE as well that I need to stay clear of him, but he's not actually a big threat. The Crazy Fishy guy is, so I need to get rid of him first. Alright, he's dead. Now we can focus on working on Crazy Chops here. As a boss, this guy again doesn't pose much challenge. The tier 4 boss, he just has a lot of targeted ground attacks that you just gotta get out of the way for, like that. Keep moving, and when you see a break as a mage, start casting. Again, your cast times are gonna be super important here. Crap, get out of the way! I'm lagging, and I'm gonna die. You're kidding me, you're fucking kidding me. How was I lagging in there? My ping's like 230. Unless Mudfish is completely lying to me about my lag, that should not be happening. So here, oh, what's the smell? The fish always rots from head down, I guess. Here's a reward. Okay, reward is 4,000 silver. I am now back in the upper 1050s, and I get a royal sigil as well. This is from the bonus, so this can be used to craft stuff. Sweet. Heading out now, and I'll check on, oh, rate experience. I gave them 1 on my first try because that was out of frustration. I gave them 2 on my second try because I started understanding a lot more. I'll give them a 4 now. But there is a lot to improve in terms of solo expeditions. You know, it's sort of a lengthy process, but you're pretty much clearing a lot of trash mobs in here. I'm not complaining because the trash mobs drop a lot of silver, and everything adds up. You know, all the silver adds up. I just want to see more stuff to do in there. Maybe a little story here and there. I am a story type player. I love stories in my MMOs, but Albion Online is just not that sort of game. So if there's a way for me to give them some feedback, like, hey, just insert like a mini side quest in there, like, oh, this townsman is stuck in a cage. Kill this semi mini boss here and unlock him, and you can get an extra yada yada yada. That'll give me more incentive to jump into the daily expeditions. And if I'm being very bold here, I want to say make them procedurally generated. And I know that's a really taboo word for a lot of players out there, but having procedurally generated maps ensures that we don't know what to expect every time we head into a new expedition. It's a completely new map, completely new mobs. Will that happen in Albion? I don't think so, but that's something I would really like to see. Red Dragon EXV in chat says, wish they'll make an Australian server soon. Most of the games we can't enjoy to the max because of ping issues. I completely agree with you. The first thing I look forward to when I check the forums was, is there an Oceanic server? Because that's going to save us a lot of trouble. Unfortunately, there isn't. These guys, Sandbox Interactive, are, I think they're German. They're based in the EU, but their servers are in North America, I believe, which is why the ping is really crappy. If it was EU servers, I would have more joy, I believe. Anyway, we're out of the solo tier 4 expedition, and I've already got mail. This should be my carrot soup selling, and I am right. Look at that, folks. I crafted the carrot soup about 45 minutes ago, and I sold them in 10, and I got 1,006 for that. So in about an hour, I've probably made, I don't know, 5,000 silver. Again, rush your island, start farming, start cooking, start selling. I promise you, as a solo player, there's a lot you can accomplish by doing the things that I've done and making yourself self-sufficient. Let's say you want to buy a horse, for instance. Everybody's selling stuff because this is a player-driven economy. Look, you can buy the journeyman's horse for like 1,005, and all you need to do is go to a saddle person and saddle it up, and that's your horse right there. And it's cheap too, so that means a lot of the player base has already caught up, and they've already started farming and breeding horses. So now the market is inflated, not inflated, sorry, the market's packed with horses, and that's going to determine the price. As I said earlier, every town, every major city is going to have a different local economy. So over here, horses are raw horses, not raw, unsettled horses are this cheap. But in other major cities, it could be completely different. Ooh. It's a war going on over here. It's Gil versus Gil time in this town. And that's the spot. So you do get to see interesting stuff like that happening nearby. If I want a PvP from Thetford, from here, I pretty much have to move out to here, Willowside Marsh, and then head on over to the red zones. Yeah, do we have anybody on? Not a lot on tonight or Sunday morning for these guys, because my guild, they're a mix of American and European. So pretty much when I want to PvP with them, I have to wake up real early in the morning. Shit, where's my horse? Let me get back on it. But yeah, Red Dragon, I totally agree. I'd be really grateful if they have Oceanic servers. They'll be cool. Okay, my repair bill is 1,000. No choice, I gotta pay for that. I will make that 1,000 back anyway, because I'm gonna jump into the year 3 solo expedition here. As for Royal Sigil, let's go ahead and put that in there, so that makes it 4. I believe you need 5 of these Adept's Royal Sigils to craft Royal Sigil armor, wherever that is. I actually don't have a clue where they are on the board. Let me just check my mage's armor here. Could be somewhere there. Royal. No, it's not here. But there are certain variations of tier 4 armor that you can craft. Strange one, that. Is that under light? Where I am here? No, but it's somewhere. It's definitely here. Royal armor is a thing. Caramba, as for why I'm having tier 3 soldiers and hunters armor is because I'm still working on unlocking their tier 4 counterparts, so I can actually start using tier 4 hunter and soldier armor. So I've already unlocked Journeyman, but I'm now making my way down here as well. So I've got broadsword, and I can craft more stuff like axes and maces and hammers, and there's just so much progression here on this Destiny board that I've barely scratched the surface. I'm only tier 4. There are players out there currently that's tier 6 and up, tier 7 even. So, yeah, think of this as a long-term MMO in terms of progression if you really want to work towards achieving everything you can. But for new players, I recommend specializing first. Compartmentalize what you want to achieve as a solo player until you get a guild, and then you specialize from there. That's my advice. Because you can't do everything at once in your first month. You're going to drive yourself nuts, you're going to get burnt out, and you're going to quit the game. Take it from me. I guarantee you. If that's what you're trying to do, you want to be good at everything, you're not going to be... You just go back to WoW, or whatever game you came from. Okay, individual expeditions, tier 3. This is going to be easier, but I'm going to make it hard by wearing tier 3 armor. So I'm going to get rid of my tier 4 armor right now. And I'll show you how to change your skills in-game. So I'm now a mage, completely cloth armor, all magey skills. I'm gonna change that right now. So I'll put on my heavy armor, full set of heavy armor, shield, broadsword. And just like that, I am now a melee fighter. I am a tank. That's what classless system means here in Albion Online. You are allowed You are allowed to do that. What time is it? Why am I drunk? It's 12 a.m. here. Okay. So these are the base skills that I have on my fighter. If I want to change this, it's pretty simple. All I gotta do is put my inventory, click on the gear, and I can change what skills I can use from there. So this is the in-combat heal, which I like. This is incoming damage reduction, increased CC duration. So there's a reason why people mix and match. Like if I'm wearing all tanky armor, I'm pretty much just going to be a tank. But if I throw in some mage armor and some hunter's armor in there, there's going to be some skills and boosts that helps with my DPS, helps with my casting times and stuff like that. As for my sword, I have what I have here, cleave. I still have this one locked. This one increases my move speed. This is threat generation if I want to be a tank. And this one is just puts a bleed, and then so I could put bleeds by using my number 1 skill, and then as soon as I hit like 3 or 4, stacks up to 3 times, then I can use my 3rd skill here to cash out. So let's go ahead and do the tier 3 dungeon as a melee. You dead. Again, this is a T3 dungeon, and I am for the most part in T3 gear. It makes it fair somewhat. But during the bosses, sorry, I'm gonna go back to my mage's armor. Because I am not confident. So the one thing I like about the soldier class is 2 of your 3 skills here are interrupts. So as soon as you see the enemy casting, you can interrupt them right away. Yeah, I'm not up there yet, like in terms of getting my masteries up, because I'm only tier 3, but if I was on my mage right now, I'd be blowing him up. Because I am still locked here. Where am I? Yeah, I'm here. So I'm pretty much locked. So until I get to this stage, until I get more fame, I can then unlock, you know, bonus power items for swords and everything. Like for my mage right now, my fire staff, I'm all the way up here at the bottom tiers already, working on getting more item power. And item power is basically what's going to determine how much DPS you do on top of the quality of the item itself. So let's say an outstanding adept level weapon, plus if you have if it's crafted with an artifact, so you have the point increment like 4.1, 4.2, that pretty much means you're going to have a really good quality weapon that's going to do a crap ton of DPS. Oops, I accidentally muted my mic there. There are some things regarding the game and the combat system that I kind of wish I had from other MMOs. I know this is not how Albion was built to be, but for me at least, I just feel that having these would make it more, I don't know, better for me. I want tab. This is a hack and slash game essentially. You click to fight and you use your skills. But I want a hotkey that can select the nearest opponent or nearest target. I know that's total tab targeting from other MMOs, but to me it helps at least. I'm sure there's a hotkey that I haven't looked at yet. Hang on, I'll just go check it out after I get rid of this guy. Oh shit. It's a little slow on the melee soldier. I mean, he is after all tanky, so. And every time I get my fame, as you can see, it moves my progression up here. Sword fighter. I've got like 6,000 more fame to collect before I can move on to start getting tier 4 armor and gear. So let me just check my keybinds here real quick. Is there a target? Attack current target space. Select self. Select party member. Deselect target. Alternate S. Well, the closest thing I have here is attack current target, which is space, so let's go ahead and hit that. It's not targeting anything. Alt-S doesn't do anything either, so it's probably just manual clicking. And then if you move away, you just hit the spacebar just to get him in your sights again. So tier 3 dungeon expedition, I've already done the tier 4 one, and that was the bonus as well. So I'm not going to get the bonus in this dungeon. But again, as I said, all the mobs drop silver on top of the boss bonus. So you are going to make a decent sum. Shit, I got in the way there. You're still going to make some money from this. And right now, I'm all about the money. Continue building my island so I can start upgrading for food and stuff like that. I have another mail. That better be my other batch of 10 carrot soups. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Oh my god. It's sold again for 1,040. See, the problem here is, I'm not making as much as I can. Yes, that's true. Because I'm undercutting the higher seller by like a silver. But to me, I'm farming carrots like nobody's business, so they're not really a big deal for me. I just need the money. It's a good way to make money. That's 20 I put up and 20 sold in the last 2 hours since I've been streaming. I've got like 30 more carrot soups in my bag. Should probably go sell those too. Takes a while for the silver to drop. Okay, there is a healing hermit over there. So I'm gonna get rid of the healing hermit first. Actually, let's go take him straight away. Oh no, I'm gonna get hit. Oh, screw it. I probably put too many charges on him and I forgot to use my cash out skill. If he does his super move again, I'm going to interrupt him this time. Because I totally forgot that I could interrupt him. Yeah, melee, I mean, I've played melee classes so much in my MMO life that I decided on a mage as my main here in Albion because, you know, I think I've not been giving that class a lot of love in other MMOs. But to me here in Albion, that actually worked out fine because I'm not sure if you can tell by me just using a melee class, but it's not exactly... I don't know, I find it a little slow. Oop, there may be somebody at the door. Nope, coast clear. We are nearing the first boss here. Or the mini boss, I should say. Oh crap, both of them were casting in the same spot. I interrupted one. No, they will not get me. Interrupt. Cashing out. My total cash out is worth 3 charges is 553 damage, but by the time I get the 3rd charge on him, it's already dead. So there's not a lot of use for me to hit my first skill, Heroic Strike, 3 times. I just do it twice and move on. That shiny chest there, that's gonna drop extra silver. So that's my 2nd charge, I believe. Oh, I'm out of interrupts. Screw it, he's almost dead anyway. Now we break open the chest for more silver. How much is that? 14 for the mage and 142. I mean, it's not much, but silver is silver. Is that a healing hermit? That is. Okay, 1 charge. I'll wait again. 2 charge. I'll wait for the 3rd charge. And cash out. That's 334 damage. Give him 1 more charge here, which is pointless anyway because he's gonna die. Oh damn it, I should have brought out the archer, the hunter gear as well, so I can show you guys what hunter bows, the bow and arrow playstyle looks like. Damn it, I forgot about that. Next stream, I promise. Okay, first boss, I am gonna swap back. I do not have confidence in my tier 3 melee gear for this, so I'm gonna go back to my mage gear right here. Just gonna wait for my skills to go off cooldown. That happens every time you put on a new piece of armor or you get down from your horse in the open world. There's gonna be a cooldown on your skills. So don't jump into fights until you're absolutely sure you have the time to get rid of those cooldowns. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the hermit first because he's gonna put down some healing mechanisms. Oh crap, that's not a healing mechanism, that is a fire mechanism. This guy has AoE fires and everything. I need to keep out of the way. This guy's deal is just that. Oh no, I ran the wrong way. Oh thank god. He just spews fire in a semi-arc and you just want to get rid of all these little gadgets that he puts on the floor from a distance and stay out of the way. As soon as you nailed that down, you understand him, then you're pretty much good to go. He is dead. So 14 for the hermit and 100 silver for this guy. And now we move on. I'm halfway there. This game has great music. Albion Online has superb soundtracks. The problem I have with it is that when you're in dungeons and stuff, like sometimes they just randomly mute out. Like there's absolutely no music in some parts and you just wonder why. Like for some reason it just stops playing. If they keep, you know, looping the music, there'll be something at least, but right now all you're hearing is my air conditioner, the sound of my voice, and in-game fight stuff. Like the music just dies all of a sudden. That kind of kills the mood, you know. Come on, let's hear some music. But yeah, this game has some sick music. I mean, the main theme is one of my favorite main themes for an MMO that I've heard in like since WildStar. I mean, WildStar's music was sick. And Albion's is just like, it's full orchestra, guys. You can go to their YouTube page and see the behind the scenes in terms of how they recorded their soundtrack. Full orchestra, and whenever that happens, the music's always going to turn out good. You may see when I pick up the silver, you'll see like a -9 and then the blue square. That simply means I'm getting less silver because I am in a blue map. Where am I? Thetford. Yep. That's because I'm in a blue map. And a blue map means it is a safe zone. I cannot die from landscape mobs. I will not lose my items permanently in blue zones. So, because the risk factor isn't great, the rewards aren't going to be great either. And the thing about Albion is you get more reward if you take more risks. That's pretty much what this MMO is all about. I don't have a problem with that, like in terms of getting less because I'm in a blue zone. I don't care. I'm still having fun in my own way. As soon as I get my farm operational and I get my island fully operational, I intend to be part of the Forbes 50 top riches in the city of Thetford. So I will never have to craft another single thing in my life in this game. I can rely primarily on cash to buy everything that I need. That's my primary goal. Probably when launch comes around. And I'll probably want to start my own horse business too. I'm gonna have the finest of horses, the Haffle horse. And I'll sell like the cheapest horse in all the land. So players from other major cities will ride all the way down just to use one of my horses. Or buy one of my horses. Hey, one can't fantasize, right? So yeah, I have a strategy to make money. And being in the guild is again an added plus. So when the time comes for PvP, at least everybody can contribute something. We'll head out there into those red zones and those black zones. And if we die, we die. I mean, face it, in every MMO there's gonna be players that are always gonna be ahead of you. In everything you do. In the crafting, in the gear, in the combat, in the damn ping too. Like right now, probably 90% of the player base is already ahead of me in terms of their better ping connection. So again, there's always gonna be players that are gonna be better than you. You just need to find what you want to do and what you can be good at in this game. Stick to it. I know my limitations when it comes to PvP. I'm probably, you know, you cannot own 50% of the territories in Albion Online unless you're part of the two biggest guilds in this game. And the two biggest guilds in this game, where are the leaderboards? Leaderboards, there we go. Envy is one, is a big guild, and there's another one as well. Yeah, but basically Envy and a couple more are the biggest guilds in Albion. Look at that. I mean, some of their members have over 16 million fame. They control majority of the towns and territories, so they make a lot of money. They pretty much own a lot of the routes leading into some towns and some cities, so if you want to excel in PvP, you want to be the best, you want to be in the best guild, your only option is to join the best guild. But then again, you've got to put up with stuff like elitism and, you know, all that crap. those toxic crap that I don't really enjoy. It's part of this game, and it's part of all other MMOs too. You just can't root stuff like that out. So just make deal with what kind of PvP you're gonna get with your guild. I just went so philosophical and so deep there. It's 12 AM here, folks. Don't mind me. I'm just speaking my mind about Albion. Oh crap. Ugh. Damn it. Took my eye off the screen for a second there. Now the final boss in the tier 3 solo expedition is in fact the first mini boss in the tier 4 expedition. So it's like the game is trying to remind you, hey, do you remember this guy? Do you remember his mechanics? Well, you're gonna need it. So that's why I say, in a way, it makes it easy for me, but then again, it's not fresh anymore because you're like, oh, I fought him before. I totally wanted a new challenge. I want to fight someone new. Yeah, different zones will have different type of expeditions, I believe, so they're not all the same. Let's grab both of you. Just gotta wait for him to move before I grab the last guy over there. Okay, everybody's dead. We can now start on this guy again. It's definitely gonna be easier than the last time because he's only tier 3. Oh shit. Well, I believe I got out of the way, but apparently I didn't. It happens a lot around here. So yeah, it's gonna do that. I'm at a safe distance. Use my big skills. I kind of like how a split second decides whether you live or you die. But a lot of that time, for me at least, it comes down to finer margins like ping. That totally sucks. Okay, he's dead. I'm just gonna go ahead and collect all my silver here. Especially this guy's a silver, which is worth 500 silver. The last boss there. And there's some ending story here that should put an end to these studies. Looks like you're up for a challenge after all. Here's a reward. Now, let's leave this rickety mine before it collapses. And that's that. That's your daily expeditions in like probably 45 minutes to an hour. As a new player, you could do these from your main city, and you could earn a decent amount of money to start putting that back into the economy if you want to get some crafting items, or if you want to get gear that you just don't want to farm and get or craft on your own. So there we go, up to 157 here. I'm gonna go repair my items and place them back in the bank. And I just don't know. I mean, Albion Online doesn't... I can't remember what the system requirements were, but it's not like a heavy game to run. It's not that graphic intensive. I mean, come on, look at the graphics. And the very first stream I said, you know, these graphics are so... You know, they're... they're almost on par with like Adventure Quest 3D, right? But so the more you play this game and the more you get into the systems, it just doesn't come to you. It's just like, oh crap, the graphics not exactly what I expected, or it doesn't look that great. And then you come to town, and then you realize the amount of players that are in town, and how you're able to move around without the game crashing in here. And then it puts things into perspective. You know, this client doesn't take a lot of resources to run. I mean, I probably have I want to say 100 and up. 200 players. Look right down here, the shield. It says there's 216 players in this region, which is this town. So I'm looking at 200 plus players on my screen right now, which is crazy. I can only imagine what guild versus guild PvP is gonna look like. Okay, what was I gonna do again? I was going to store my soldier's armor. I've also got a full set for the hunter armor, the medium armor there. So what I do is when I usually go on my crafting runs, I will bring a pair of different armor and just kill the local wildlife just to get some fame to progress that archetype for tier 4. But usually I just stick to tier 4 mage because healing is also something I want to do, and I need to probably craft myself a healing staff. Where is that? So this is Pyromancer. This is the Holy or Priest staff, and this is basically your healing staff. So here are all your heal skills. Heals the target for 70 HP, magical damage. This is the heal skill. The problem is I have not crafted or used one, that's why I don't have any progression here. But I'm gonna have to start using it and start healing if I want to be able to use tier 4 one of these healing staffs or get into healing in general. I can't craft them yet, but I could probably just buy it right out, I suppose. Let's check it out. Holy staff. Quality outstanding. Yep, there are a few. And tier, give me tier 4. There we go. Oh, except it's in red for me, so I can't use it. Yeah, because I hadn't put enough fame into it yet. But I can do the tier 3 ones. So the cheapest one, and the difference between the quality guys, like as normal, good, outstanding, excellent, is in the amount of durability it has and the amount of item power. So obviously, the better. Oh shit, you're kidding me. That's 350 silver for a masterpiece? I'm buying that like right now. I am buying that right now. I've never seen a masterpiece that cheap. That's like 605 healing power. That's nuts. Just to give you a perspective, I'm gonna pull out a normal broadsword here, and clicking on that, this is normal quality and this is master quality. So this has 605 power. The normal one has 505 power. I mean, it's 100 power difference, and it's probably just all I need to get me started healing, I suppose. Let's put that back in. Go ahead and equip that. So yeah, I've got spells. Let's see. This is a healing spell, and this is a attack. Let's go with that. And then instantly heal a target player. Great. And okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get off my horse, and I'm just gonna try and target heal a normal player and see if that contributes to fame. I doubt it will, because that's just cheating, right? You're just randomly healing players in the vicinity. There you go. That's how you heal, folks. I'm just gonna spam heals on this guy. He's gonna be like, what the fuck? So yeah, it's not doing anything to my fame. I'm probably gonna have to go on to the world and kill random enemies and stuff to get fame, to make sure I can use my tier 4 holy staff. I'm heading out to... where am I going? Why did I go here? This is a tier 3 zone. This is Chillag. I wanted to go here, Dustlike Fen. To grab more cotton and some wood. As you can see in my guild chat there, somebody just said so artifact weapons are way more, much more crap. There's something called artifact weapons, and as I said, those are the ones that are gonna give you better equipment and gear, weapons, those are the weapons that goes in 0.1 increments. Here, let me just go back to the market and show you. So let's just go for sword. Or axe. Category weapons or melee. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Let's go for melee. Let's go for tier 4. So that's masterpiece right here. And then enchantment is what you're gonna need artifacts for. You're gonna need artifacts to craft enchanted gear, and they go up in 1.1 increments. So there's like one here. So they'll be in green. These obviously have better power. That's 810 right there. And then you have more artifacts, 0.2. This goes up to 942. There's a shit ton of skills here, holy crap. And you're gonna need some extra items like a Adept's Rune Rock. This is a rare drop. And you gotta craft rare Fine Cloth and rare steel bars. And these are just basically out in the landscape, and you'll see like a glowing thing around them. And you need to get there, rush there, and just harvest them. But the problem is you're gonna need tier 4 tools to craft it. I mean to harvest it. And the third one is obviously gonna be the most expensive one. Like here, tier 4 Adept's Dagger Pair. This is worth 750,000 silver. Holy shit. 980 power. Ay, that's a lot of silver this is gonna be worth for. I wonder if I type artifact, if I'll find something in there. Oh, there we go. I can click artifact. So how much are artifacts going for at tier 4? In the city of Thetford, which is where I'm in, cheapest one's going for like 7,000. With a rune rock here, you could probably craft something. But I'm not tier 4 crafting yet. I'm only tier 4 in Mage's Gear, which means I can only use Mage's Gear, but I can't craft it. I need to be able to craft it before I can start using them. So I'm gonna have to rely on my guild, and my guildies are the marketplace just to buy items like that. Okay, anyway, I think I've showed you guys all I need to show. I'm just gonna keep the stream on for like a couple of minutes as I go out and farm. Show you guys what farming tier 4 is all about, so you can see the difference during the first stream when I was harvesting tier 2 nodes and tier 3 nodes to how slow tier 4 nodes are. And I am in a tier 4 zone, as I said. I'm in the Dusklike Fen. I'm using tier 3 gathering tools because, man, it's gonna take a while before I get to tier 4. Look, I need... oh crap, where was I? Yeah, for Sickle, for example, I need 3,000 more and then 20,000 before I hit the second cap here. It's just to make it usable for me. It's tier 4 tools. So here's the tier 4 animal. Here's a tier 4 beast. Oh shit, you're kidding me. I forgot I was using the healing staff. Which means... this is gonna take a while. How do I heal myself? Just like that. Damn it. Should have put on the curse staff because I haven't showed you guys what the curse staff is. Let's heal myself here. That didn't do a lot. Well, at least he's going down. Let's try another heal. Guess that doesn't work on myself. Totally make a tanky mage build with this. I just need a proper offhand, like a shield or something. I'm sure I can work that out. Okay, so anyway, I've downed the tier 4 lizard, so he's gonna give me tier 4 hides for leather, and that's how slow it's gonna be. Pretty slow, and each time I complete that, I'm only gonna get two medium hides, whereas in tier 3 you're gonna get 3. And the premium bonus is obviously 6, but the premium bonus here is 4. So, as you progress your crafting and your harvesting gets slower, it gets higher to progress in terms of your fame, and you're gonna craft a lot more. So I've done the math, and I'm gonna be honest right now, I'm not really great at math, but it came down to like harvesting 250 to 300 to 500 of those tier 4 ore nodes or nodes in general just to get them out of fame. And you want to know where the rare wood came from to make the artifact equipment? It's from these glowing things. See, I can't collect these because it says I need Adept's Axe or better, and this is where the rare resources come from. But if there's no glowy thingies, then I'm free to harvest as much as I want. But they regenerate really slow too, so there's, especially in this zone, I'm gonna come across trees that are still regrowing back because a lot of players have come through this area and have farmed before me. Oh, here's one. So yeah, I mean, the progress I've made from last week to this week, I took maybe, well, I took the entire week because I have a full-time job. But, you know, hardcore players, if you really took like a month off to play Albion at launch, you can get to tier 4 in like 2 days, no problem. No sleep, lots of coffee. Put on some rock and roll, Guns N' Roses, Avenged Sevenfold, whatever's your jam, and just grind. I may do that at launch, I don't know. But, you know, I have, with my Albion Online review, I'm 50% done with what in terms of what I want to talk about in the game. The other 50% is endgame stuff that I am not there yet. Like, I want to get to at least tier 5 and go and PvP some with the guild on top of doing Hellgates. And Hellgates are like pretty hardcore dungeons in Albion Online. The thing about Hellgates is they are open. And what I mean by open on the landscape is you could be doing a Hellgate dungeon with your guild when another guild comes in from the other side and both of you you know, converge at the boss, and now you guys are contemplating, shit, if we pull this and they jump us, we're in like a three-way warfare. And that's the cool things that can happen in the Hellgates. They're really fun, but if you die in there, say goodbye to all your gear. Yeah, there's a lot of different you know, game modes or endgame stuff that I've yet to check out here in Albion. So I'm gonna try my very best, folks, to get as far as I can to give you guys, you know, I'm giving this game a really good shot at convincing me to play my heart out at launch on the 17th of July. As far as where I am right now with my thoughts in the game, is this something I want to play on my own? Yes, I'll be very honest, yes. And I'm not saying that because I paid 132 Malaysian ringgit to do this review. This is not a sponsored review. I fucking bought the game with my own money. And I'm not doing, you know, I'm not saying that I'm gonna play it because it is my own money and I bought it, so I don't have a choice. It's because Albion Online has shown me stuff that, you know, I never thought I would want to play in MMO, like a mini Harvest Moon, or, you know, just doing this grind to get the tier 4 and playing that silver economy game, which I probably wouldn't have done in other MMOs except for Star Wars when I bought like 2 hyper crates and just wanted to make some money out of it. It's a lot of things that Albion does that encourages the player to, you know, spend a lot of time in the world by choice or by not, and a lot of the time, especially in the past week, I've been in game by choice because there's a lot of things I do enjoy in this game. I like my PvP, so I have to go out to those red zones or yellow zones or whatever and just check that out. So this is a tier 4 cotton hemp. It's taking a while, but the good thing is it's filled, so I'm gonna get at least 45 fame there. So that's gonna give me a good boost here. I'm just 3,000 away from unlocking the first tier, and as soon as I get to the second one, I can use my learning points. And at this point, I'm like, screw it, I've got 245, these replenish every day by 20, so I'm just gonna use my 40 points just to learn that. I'm not gonna farm. I'm not, you know, I can be crazy, but I'm not gonna be that crazy to farm like hours a day to get to like 20,000 fame. That's something I can't do. Because I have other MMOs to play too. There's just no chance in hell I'm gonna do that. Maybe at launch. Ah shit, I made the same mistake again. I'm using my damn holy staff. Damn it. Got Barnaby. What's up, Barnaby? Just running through. thinking about it now, picking a mage DPS and participating in guild expeditions and group content, I think it's a great choice that I went for DPS, because if I went for heals and I was not able to heal my group because of lag, that would suck. Oh boy. I guess I've got a lot of work in the coming week. Just farm. Try and get to tier 5. That's a tough ask. But I'm hoping I could join the guild and more group expeditions, because that's really a good source of a lot of fame. Especially for my mage stuff. And I can start buying gear. Tier 5 gear. But yeah, it's been really quiet on the music front. I mean, usually there's music playing in the background, but if there's anyone in chat trying to remember the last time you heard some background music in the game, I want to say it's about 45 minutes ago to an hour ago, right? Or probably back in town. Then the soundtrack just stopped. It's kind of jarring. Damn you, Cotton. Damn you, tier 3 tools. As soon as I get my tier 4 tools, this is gonna be so much faster. But my god, the journey from tier 3 to tier 4 crafting tools is gonna be a pain. Okay, I'm gonna switch my curse staff right now and do some cursey type skills. I just need to find a tier 4 lizard. Hey, lizard. Oh, there's 2 right there and they're dead. These are tier 2 stuff, and I'm not collecting them because at this point I've got no use for them. I mean, later on, I suppose, a lot of the mats rely on the lower tier mats to craft the higher tier ones, but I have at this point farmed a ton already. Okay, so I'm using the curse staff. I'm going to show you guys how this works. So Vile Curse, my first skill, puts a curse on the target, and I can stack this to 4 times. And once I've got the 4 times on him, the Death Curse, I just use that and he just gets racked for 1,000 damage. So in PvP or in boss fights and dungeons, this skill or the Curse Dart is apparently a godsend. So that's 4. Here's the Death Curse, and you can see it on him right now. As soon as that timer ticks down, he's gonna. Oh, he didn't get a chance. I didn't get a chance to see that set off. But yeah, generally because this guy's like a tier 3 mob. But if there's like a tier 4 mob and they're taking a really long time to burn down, that's why I say boss fights, dungeon bosses with a lot of morale, a lot of health, sorry. As soon as you put 4 charges and you use your Death Curse, that guy's gonna blow up. Ooh. Oh damn it, it's a rare. I need a tier 4 tool. Let's see if we can find a lizard to put the Death Curse on. Voldemort style. Oh, Toad, no, he's not gonna last long. Oh, shit. Hit the wrong button there. Come on. Oh, lizard, fantastic. Alright, as soon as I'm off cooldown, I'm gonna hit him with this. There we go. 1 charge. 2 charge. 3 charge. 4 charge. Death Curse. I'm just gonna run around. You can see the skull on him. He's taking damage every second. And he's gonna explode. Oh, that... Damn it. If all else fails, I'll use my... my razor... my laser beam of hell. Okay, let's try that again. Since these guys are a good source of tier 4 leather. 1 charge, 2 charge, 3 charge, 4 charge, Death Curse, reset the charge, 1 more, and blow, 1,000, there we go. So the reason why he didn't blow is because the Vile Curse, you need to keep it refreshed because it only has a certain amount of time on the mob. And that's that. Those are the 2 staffs at my disposal right now. I've got the flame one. Oh. Hello there. Come to Papa. 2, 3. Set the death curse. And I'll replenish that as well. Keep it replenished. And you go. So yeah, I don't really like doing that in solo expeditions because you're constantly getting pounded and you're constantly losing morale. So the fire staff is usually what's gonna burn them quicker and bomb them to hell. But you know, if there's a tank in a group situation, there's a tank and you're burning things down, you're burning a solitary mob, that curse staff is a godsend. Okay, and I think that's gonna do it, guys. I mean, I've showed you guys pretty much a lot to do with housing and islands and farming and cooking and selling and making money. And then I showed you guys the expeditions as well, the solo, tier 3, solo tier 4. Hopefully I can do some group ones here. A lot of my guild is away this weekend, so I'm not going to be able to do that. So in the future, I mean, I hope to be able to get to tier 5. I mean, it's a wishful ask, but next weekend I will try my best to get to the next tier. It's not going to be easy. It means I got a lot of sleepless nights ahead of me, but again, I do maintain I have a full-time job on top of I'm working on a lot of other reviews for the channel as well, so I'll do my best to get as far as I can to show you guys more cool stuff like PvP. I can finally venture out into the yellow zones and let's go do some, I don't know, solo PvP. Maybe I could find some stragglers, maybe I could see like a solo guy, take him on or something like that. And then hopefully before the end of the streaming or the stream sessions, I could go to like red and black zones and just take part in huge guild PvPs. But yeah, a lot of exciting things to come. I certainly will try my best to get there. In terms of tonight, I want to thank you guys for hanging out in chat. All of you guys, Graspy807, Red Dragon, Zap, Slayer, Dave. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And I will see you guys next time. Once again, thanks for watching.